Hello there everybody, welcome to Lessons with Guitarman. My name's Aaron. Today we're going to be going over the mechanics of the guitar in my beginner series of lessons. So let's go ahead and dive right in there. Down here you're going to see we have these little gold things. Now a lot of guitars, these are silver. On mine they happen to be gold. They're called tuning keys or tuning machines, or some people call them tuners. When they're on the top, if you turn it this way to where you're going like this and toward yourself, it's going to go down in pitch. And if you turn it this way where the machines are going that way, it's going to go up in pitch. Down, up. Now on the bottom of the guitar, it's going to be the exact opposite. When you turn it this way, it's going to go down, and when you turn it this way, it's going to go up. Okay? Right here on the guitar now you have this little white thing right here. It's called the nut of the guitar. And then if you look here from this angle, you can see the strings going over that. So the strings actually rest on that nut of the guitar. Coming down, you have basically what you see here is the fingerboard of the guitar. This black thing with the little fancy abalone inlays on this particular guitar. Silver stuff right here is fret wire. These are called frets. This is the first fret, the second fret, the third fret, the fourth fret, and so on till you go up the fingerboard and run out of frets. You'll also notice the inlay on this guitar. There's like these triangles or diamond looking things here, the fancy little inlays. They are there for looks, but more importantly they're there as position markers. There's one here on the first fret, one on the third fret, one on the fifth fret, one on the seventh fret. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on going up the fingerboard until you get to the end of the guitar. Now on a lot of guitars there'll be little circles, little squares, little diamonds, whatever the case may be, whatever your guitar has. There's essentially so you know where you're at on the guitar when you're playing chords and scales. You have an idea where to go when you're on the fingerboard. Now additionally, in conjunction with these position markers, you'll notice on the top of the guitar there's a little black dot here at the third fret, a little black dot here at the fifth fret, a little black dot here at the seventh fret. So if I flip this down and look, you'll see that's exactly where position marker is here too. So you got a little black dot on the top of the guitar up here and some inlay right here. So when you're looking down at the guitar, you can see the position markers on the top of the fingerboard right here, because you're not really looking, when you're playing, you're not necessarily looking from this angle at the guitar, you're looking from the top down. As we move down the guitar, you're going to see the sound hole, and obviously when you play a chord, or you play a note, and that's where your sound comes from. Some of these are bigger on some guitars, some are smaller on other guitars. If you play like classical guitars, they'll look a little bit different. If you play jazz guitars, there'll be like little F shapes right here sometimes that are cut in the side of it. Certain guitars don't even have any sound hole of any kind because you plug them in and play them electric. A lot of guitars will have a cutaway where right here it goes like this, and this wood's not here, so you can actually move your hands up here and play up a little bit farther. This particular model is a dreadnought, the kind that I prefer. I've been playing dreadnoughts for decades, and I really love the dreadnought sound and the style of guitar. It doesn't matter if you play a cutaway, a dreadnought, whatever kind you want to do. It's completely up to you. Now, as we move down the guitar, this is the saddle of the guitar right here. All right, this white thing, and if you look, you can see the strings are going over it there too. And these white things right here that are stuck into the bridge are called bridge pins. And they actually go into this black thing, which is called the bridge pins, saddle. So the sound of the guitar actually goes from here at the saddle to here at the nut. So when you play the guitar and make a chord, the sound actually resonates from the strings going over right here to the strings going over right here, reverberates in the guitar, and the sound comes out. And a few other things to notice on the guitar here is that you'll see, on this particular guitar, I had this put in, a strap pin. Usually guitars don't come with these, some do, but a lot of the higher end guitars don't, and you'll have to put this in here so you can actually put your strap on it when you're playing on stage. And now some people will actually take a piece of string or something and put it through the neck of the guitar right here, and do it that way. I've seen a lot of people do that as well. I don't really like to do that personally because I feel as though it puts a little bit of stress on the neck, pulls it a little bit, especially if you're pushing on the guitar and getting into playing and you're digging in there. I feel like it can pull the tuning out a little bit. And a couple other things about the guitar that I want to go over here. Now, this 12th fret is really important, especially early on in your learning. And the reason that I think this is important is because the guitar is really only this long, because once you get to the 12th fret, the guitar starts over. There are only 12 notes on the guitar. If I were to count from the first fret and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then play this open, that is the same note here, open, as it is here. So you got open, fretted, open, fretted. Now that happens to be an open E note, and if I put my finger right here, that's an E note. Okay? And so on with all the other 5 strings. You got A, it's just an octave higher. D, D, G, G, B, B, E, E. Why is that important? If you know how to play a D chord, for example, right here, and you count up 12 frets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then play a D chord again, you have the exact same chord. So D, back to here. D, D. Everything is exactly the same if you go up 12 frets. That's why the 12th fret is so important. So if I played a note here at the 3rd fret and moved up 12 frets, it's the same thing. Or if I played an E here and came up here, same thing, right? Or say that I learned how to play a scale, like, you know, a G major scale. If I came up here 12 frets, now it's a little difficult to grab up here without a cutaway. However, the idea is that when you look at the guitar, instead of it being, wow, it's this long, especially if you have a cutaway and you can get up here and play all these notes too, it's really only this long because at the 12th fret, it starts over again. All right, well, that's it for this video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll be seeing you down the road.